Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm just going to be reviewing a battle on Chokugu River, and this is a victory against this guy, Lion Crusader. So I'll make sure to go over what I think I did well and what I could improve on. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at my startup. Yeah, so what I did was in this game, I just fielded a bunch of Red Bear, and then I have my one special unit, as I always have. Oh, I have 7 Imperial Infantry, and I also have my Rangers, which are the American units. So those are my 2 special units. The Rangers do have upgraded range, so that's why I like to have one of them, just so I can start firing on the enemy before they even have the chance to, and then make them come to me. And I also have Armstrong guns, as I usually bring, and I have my general, of course. And I have 2 units of Yari, or actually, yeah. 2 units of Yari Cav, 1 mounted gunner unit, and 1 Shogunate guard unit. So that's my startup. Oh, and I also have sharpshooters. Okay.
Sweep them from the field.
So in a map like this, which is kind of hilly, what I had done before when in the maps, when it was loading, choosing where you want to put your units, what I decided to do is I was gonna bring my units up, spread out like this, and sort of make like a line like that in this area. Just make sure to get them above this hill because, I'm trying to cap at least one of these. So, and what I also do is I have these units, and yes, I will move them out, and I'm going to cap this as well. And I think I do have cap advantage in this game. Okay, well, okay, he has his 2 Yari, it looks like, and I don't know, he might be hiding some right now, I'm not sure, but I think I do ultimately have cap advantage once I see all his units. What I am doing with my Armstrong guns is I'm firing on this unit right now. Just took out like 40 guys. Armstrong guns are... I don't think they're necessarily. But honestly, if the enemy has them and I don't have them, they tend to really piss me off because I don't like just standing and taking fire. What he should have done at this point is he should have moved up, or he should have moved back or something, or hid them. But you should never just let your units take fire for no reason. Maybe he was kind of thinking about what to do, so that's might have been what he was doing. What I have these guys do is set up right here, so if there's enemy charge, they'll be ready to fire. He's bred out a unit and turned them around just to get ready for my charge, but I'm certainly not going to charge into these guys, or I think I do, but that was by accident, and he only gets a few men. So what I start to do now is I see these 2 cav units, and I don't know if he doesn't know how to cap or if he wants to charge. Okay, yeah, he's charging up. I think these guys get a few shots out, but not that many. But I'm getting charged. And this guy intelligently charges from the side, so they don't get a lot of shots out. What I do is I turn this unit around, and I also have my general start firing on them. And surprisingly, this unit starts wavering right now, and ultimately these 2 units do rout. And I didn't think that was going to happen, but it does. And what I'm getting ready to do at this point is I'm going to try to flank around his right side. With these guys, I think finally I do dismount and I am capping. Something I don't always do that well is I'll just cap for excessive amounts of time when I can just dismount and, prepare for another attack. So I do ultimately rout both of these units, and I only take... I take a few... No. I only Yeah, so I only take 41 losses on that unit, so that was pretty good. Considering I got charged by Cav, and they didn't even get any shots out. Or not much. So I moved these guys up to cap that objective, or that dojo. And my Armstrong guns are still continually firing on, I think they're firing now on these units. Once they're moving up. He sends these units up. I guess he's planning on taking this dojo back for me or something. I don't know. What I do start to do now is, I think I finally... No, I don't. These guys are... So I do wait around a bit to mount them up. Where are my Armstrong guns? Something I did well this game was I also put my Armstrong guns hidden in behind in this forest area, or they're actually here. And that way, I think they are hidden actually. So I mean, if he was to send Cav up to attack, he may not know where the fire is coming from, and it would just make everything more difficult. If he tried to charge in, it would take them a slower amount of time to get in here, and maybe I would have more time to send a unit to protect. So, you know, if you can get them in the forest, you might as well. As long as you're not going to be firing into your own trees, because that does happen also. So moving these two units up. I've already taken out a considerable amount. Oh, not that unit, I guess. I think it's one of these. I don't know. I think it's, yeah. Here it is. So he just keeps this unit back. And I don't know if... Yeah, okay, so I start using units and firing into the side of his line, and he doesn't realize this because he's too caught up in moving these guys up. Never lose your focus on both sides of the battlefield, or this stuff happens. At this point, what he could have done is he could have charged in with these cav units, but he doesn't ultimately do that. In fact, he doesn't get any charge, and I just get a perfect charge right into the back of these guys, which is not what you want your cav to be spent on. At the same time, I have my mounted gunners firing into the sides of his units. Ultimately, he does turn these units around, Imperial Infantry, which are pretty good, you know. But I rout both his cav units, or I will soon. Eventually, he realizes that he needs to send these spear units up, and he does that. And I think I do just manage to get away. While this is going on, we're having a little battle over here, and I think I am. Yeah, it says he's winning. Okay, I don't know. Right now, I have only these guys firing. What I should have done at this point is I should have moved this whole line up and just fired on these guys, but I was focusing on this side, so I didn't do that. I do get these guys out before the spears come and get me, although the spears do get a few of my units. And then I try to charge its general, and I successfully charge its general. He just starts walking away, but this is a perfect charge. Just watch this. Oh my god. I just took out like half that unit just with a charge. This cav unit's gonna... Okay, he routes. I thought that was another cav unit. And then his spear units are coming back, so I'm decide I don't want to be in this battle, and I move them out. What I did do, which was really stupid, was I never mounted again, and I just sent these guys up. So now they're dismounted, and I can't really, you know, if I charge in, they're just going to get taken out really easily, so I don't do that. He does finally move his line up to engage these guys, although they're not close enough yet. These guys are ultimately going to rout. I have my general firing on them finally, or he will move up soon. Yeah, now he's firing. My general has a bunch of upgrades, so he's certainly doing... he's certainly helpful. He's not just taking out a few men. In fact, his kill count might have been like 50 guys or something, or maybe 100 or something like that. So I have these cav units kind of just move up this way now, and he's following me with his spear units. And I don't think that's the greatest... I mean, he knows he's not going to catch up with them. These guys aren't very tired. Oh, well, it says they're tired, but they can still run. They can still charge. What he's moving his units up right now. He's got Vermilion forces mainly, and he has... Yeah, it's all Vermilion Bird. And these guys are better than my Red Bear. And I used to field better units like this, but I stopped doing that because I realized that if you can field more Red Bear, generally it's much better. My line starts firing on his units. again, these guys are not, I mean, doing anything, and that's, of course, my fault. And I should have moved them up right now, because these guys are my super upgraded ranged guys, and my range unit, along with my, this unit here. At this point, what I start doing is I move up on his, I guess it's his left flank, and I start flanking him with this unit. I think this unit's going to fire, but what I should have done is just come down to their side. They're still below the hill, so I move them up even more. These guys know that they're going to get flanked on, and they do ultimately turn around and charge these guys, but you'll see what happens. So I took out and routed this unit, and I will route this unit soon, but not yet. What they do is they see my sharpshooters, I get a volley out on them, and they're charging, which is a pretty good idea because I don't think these guys have the greatest melee. I'm not sure, but honestly, this is, to charge from this far away is not generally the best idea. If you're charging like over a mountain, and that all you have to do is just get slightly over a mountain, and then enemy units are there, then it is sometimes a good idea. But they do get a volley off on these guys, and now they're just, I put them in melee, so none of them are trying to reload. Or I don't think they actually they do that, I'm not sure. But at this point, he's pretty much left with that unit who's gonna rout these spear units and that one line unit. I do finally send these guys up back to mount, but they're not even gonna get there. But it won't matter. For some reason, I guess shots are ricocheting off and they're somehow ending up here. I don't know, it's like I have sniper units and I do win, as I told you before. But yeah, this is a pretty good game. I thought I was, no, I don't think there was ever a point where I thought I was gonna lose. What I started doing this game, which I hadn't done in some previous games just recently, is for a little while, like I was saying, I was fielding these Imperial units. So they're not here. Oh, actually, yeah, I have one of them because I had space just for, like, just enough money to buy one of them. So I just decided to do that. But I was getting the majority. I was getting Imperial units, Imperial infantry, and then I was getting one unit of these guys, or sometimes it was the Foreign Legion guys. And I think I've just decided that it's better just to have, maybe one or two extra Red Bear than to have one or two less units and have them all be Imperial units. So thanks for watching.